How's it going, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week and we got a good episode for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, let's go ahead and hop into it. Today, we're going to talk about what engineering oversight actually means. Guys, we've been talking a lot about engineering and the oversight behind it here at Mallett, and we just wanted to make sure everyone understood what that means, what is involved in that, the steps, what it actually ensures happens during the process, and everything in between. So if that interests you, stick around. We're going to be hitting that here shortly, but before that, let's hop into our daily information as always. Where's Mallett? We have 86 different jobs going on this week, you guys. That was just starting as of Monday morning, and that's not even including all the accessory projects that are going on here and out at different customer sites. But what we do have is projects in construction, finishers, red tags, fixing any mistakes there may be. Materials are on site, ready to be constructed. Concrete is waiting to be scheduled, as well as concrete in production. We have inspections, sand, forming, electrical, plumbing, all these different things are going on, guys. And again, 87 jobs kicking off the week, 86 jobs. That's really awesome. So in Louisiana, we have 63 jobs going on, hitting the entire I-10 corridor, essentially, and then all the way up to Ruston Monroe area around Shreveport and Kisatchie, Slidell, New Orleans, New Iberia. We are hitting everywhere, guys. We have buildings in construction, on the ground, forming, fill sand, concrete, finishers, red tags, and inspections, all being done this week by Mallett. Now in Texas, we have 20 jobs, pretty much all around the Houston area through Beaumont up into the Waco area, almost to Tyler. And again, in construction, on the ground, forming, fill sand, concrete, and finishers, red tags. Now, you've seen where's Mallett. Let's talk about why Mallett. This is one of our favorite topics because it's our chance to show you just how above and beyond we go here at Mallett. That being said, let's talk about the Rival Series. What is the Rival Series? The Rival Series is our answer to the competition and industry level builds, you guys. We go above and beyond, as I just mentioned, to ensure that even our entry level building far outdoes everything else in the business, because in 27 years we've had a lot of time to improve, and each and every day Mr. Lee and the crew are improving not only the engineering behind the building, but they're looking for ways to further advance what we do here at Mallett, making the Mallett building that much better. And we want to stick behind our moniker. We are the brand name of Post Frame, and to do that you have to go above and beyond. But what we do here is we are reaching further and further because we want to make sure everyone has a chance to have a building that's built by Mallett. Introducing the Rival Series. So this is going to be our industry standard spec building. It is not going to be what we consider a Mallett building. That's a classic, signature, or elite building, and we'll get to those here soon. But what the Rival Series does is it takes the common things we see in competitor quotes in other buildings. In our research, we found what other people are building and doing, and this is the culmination of all of that coming together, creating the Rival Series. And that's going to have 29 gauge metal, 4-on-12 roof pitch. We're going to have 2x6 trusses, often common trusses. We used to use common trusses for the longest time, and within the last year or two we have switched to strictly cathedral or scissor trusses. And that, first off, it's just going to be a lot nicer looking. It also gives more headroom, and as you've heard in the past, all the engineering behind it, you guys, the manufacturing behind the truss is incredible. But they're also going to have a 130-mile-an-hour wind rating building. No uplift control. It's not going to get the Mallett cable lock system, where this is a building on a budget, we like to say. It is enough to get the job done. If you just need a shell, if you just need a building, something to put stuff in, this may be the building for you. This is the budget-friendly option that's built by Mallett. And that's also going to lead us to the post in the dirt or gravel. We're going to have straight to the aggregate, you guys. No concrete, no pad, no nothing, just straight into the ground. The post will be there in the dirt, and you will have a building. You're going to have 2x8 headers on that building, as well as 3,000 PSI concrete. No ground protection. Mr. Trent talked about what that is yesterday. Please reference back to the video. It is on our YouTube channel. Phenomenal explanation, you guys. Anytime Mr. Trent's here for Why Mallett, he goes into incredible detail. He knows the ins and outs of everything about our buildings, and it's always a fun time. Now, they're going to have a limited warranty. A lot of people, we've been seeing 2-year warranties, if that, but limited warranty on the Rival. That 2 years is what the Rival has. And it's going to be number 2, untreated generic lumber, probably wet wood, probably untreated. So this is what you're going to get in the Rival series. If you're needing a building on a budget, this is the option. Now, if you want to go a little step further and get the industry leader in buildings, welcome to the Mallett Classic. This is the industry leading building, you guys. And that being said, this is the entry-level portion of Mallett Buildings. Here is the Classic. You're going to get 26 gauge metal, which is standard across all Mallett builds, as is a bunch of other features. Let's talk about those. The 5-on-12 roof pitch, it's steeper, it's more aesthetically pleasing, it allows for better water runoff, debris runoff. You're not going to have leaves and branches and things like that sitting on the roof because you have more of a pitch. The 5-on-12, you get an extra foot for every 12 inches of roof, as opposed to the 4-on-12 roof pitch, so a lot better for runoff and keeping your roof clean. 2x8 cathedral trusses, as we mentioned, and this is going to be 2x8 true all the way through. It's not going to have 2x6 or even 2x4 inner webbing, as many other people are doing in their common trusses, as we have talked about before. True 2x8 cathedral trusses, you're going to get a lot more headroom. Now, all these trusses are third-party inspected. We have several groups that we're a part of that ensure that we have people come and check out our trusses, check out the process, check out everything in our plant to be sure we are not only to the standard we claim, but we go to the standards of the state, the law, and FAR, and everything around it. Now, we're going to have a 170 mile an hour wind rating on the roof system. We're going to have the trusses, the headers, everything involved in the roof system. You're going to get 170 mile an hour. And then on the building itself, you're going to get 140 mile an hour wind rating on the Mallett Classic. Already 10 mile an hour over the Rival and most other builds, plus that 170 mile an hour wind load rating on the roof. That's going to outlast most anything. Now, the Mallett cable lock system, this is our uplift control. The brief explanation I always give on this: the Mallett cable lock system is a 1/8 inch aircraft cable system that goes post to post around the entire building, connecting everything together with these eye bolts. That is going to hold the building together. Now, to keep the uplift, we're going to have the concrete slab, which is a 4-inch, 4,000 PSI slab, I might add, that is poured on top of the cable lock system. The dead weight of that slab is going to push down on those cables, and in the event you leave a door open or a high wind scenario barrels through, breaks a window, pops the door open itself, that dead weight of the concrete and everything on that slab and those cables is going to hold the building down, because when the wind rushes in, it's got to have somewhere to go. It's going to want to push up as wind does and create almost a parachute taking your building away. The Mallett cable lock system and its uplift control prevents that. That is why we're proud to say in 27 years we have 0 lost buildings to a hurricane. The building we're standing in here now has been through 16 of them. So proof is in the pudding, you guys, and that is the Mallett cable lock system. You're also going to get an 80-pound bag of concrete under every post, creating a post pad to help prevent unwanted sinking, settling, and shifting. You're going to have 2x12 headers, as I mentioned before, with skirt board guards for ground protection. Starting off with a 4-year workmanship warranty. Most companies haven't even been in business 3 years, let alone 4 years, so our warranties are longer lasting than a lot of them have been in business. That should say something. Number 1 MCA ground treated kiln dried lumber. Mr. Trent explained this phenomenally yesterday. I highly recommend checking that out. There should be some content coming soon, little clips of that talking about the wet wood and why kiln drying is so important. Highly recommend checking that out. It's very informative. Now, in-house engineering oversight, that is what we're talking about today. So stay tuned and we'll hop more back into that later. But this is the Mallett Classic and this is the Mallett building compared to the Rival series. So again, budget-friendly option, and for just a few $1,000s more, you can have all these phenomenal features, and in my opinion, the Mallett cable lock system in itself makes it all worth it. Moving right along, if you are considering a Mallett building and you are in one of these workforce categories, we just want to say thank you for what you do and give you $500 off just for doing what you do. if that is a healthcare worker, first responder, military personnel, teacher, educator, this applies to you, and you can get your $500 off your Mallett building just for being you. It's our little way of saying thank you. Now, moving right along, the Magical Mardi Gras Tiger is offering Tiger Cash. You get $1,000 off your elite or signature building when you comment cash under a live video just like this. Tiger Cash does not apply to specials and promotional pricing. However, if you're in the market for an elite or signature building, which is our two top tier buildings, you can get $1,000 off. And if you are a special hero category employee, you can bundle that for a $1,500 discount on your next Mallett building. Now, speaking of specials and promotions, here's the February ones. We got some awesome stuff going on. We've clarified and fixed some of the confusion from yesterday and the day before, so let's check that out. The special for this month is free single bubble insulation throughout any classic building over 1,000 square foot. For example, this 3540 by 12 that was once $32,389 is now $29,499, and it includes free single bubble insulation. Now, what's going to come with this is, like we just talked about, 5-on-12 roof pitch, 2x8 cathedral trusses, 145 mile-an-hour wind load rating, 26 gauge metal, double 2x12 headers, concrete pad under post, Mallett cable lock system, 1 walk-through door, skirt board guard, engineering oversight, and a 4-year workmanship warranty, you guys. And we always like to say the concrete is included because that's one of the biggest questions we get. So this is the Mallett Classic building. Again, this is the special on the Mallett Classic. Free single bubble insulation on any classic building over 1,000 square foot, you guys. Don't miss out on this. Now, speaking of classic buildings, we have the Cajun Oasis Classic. As we like to say, this one's selling like hotcakes through and through. This is one of our biggest selling buildings. We want to make sure you have a chance at getting it. It is a 30 by 50 by 12 for $49,999. Included in that price is insulation, just like our special, a full electrical package, a climate control package, and a 5-ton wall-mounted unit. As you can see here, that unit is heated and cooled, which is beneficial for every day here in Louisiana because you need both the heater and the AC all within a 2-hour span. This building has you covered. Once we're done, all you have to do is run your electrical to it, make sure it's powered, hooked up, and you are good to go because this building comes with everything. Get your lights, get your power, get your heating, cooling, everything all in one building, which makes it perfect for a he shed, she shed, gym, home office, outdoor workshop, great for game nights or watching the game. Anything you want to do here, anything you can fit in a 30 by 50 by 12 can happen in this Mallett Classic Cajun Oasis. Now, if you're like me and want to go just a little step further and get the best of the best because you only want to buy it once, upgrade to the Cajun Oasis Elite. This is $59,999, but you get all the features of the Elite building. Just to name a few, we have the optional wainscoting upgrade. You get 2 3x5 windows, a roll-up and a walk-through door. Here's the wall-mounted unit here, the 5-ton unit. You're also going to get gutters all the way around, as well as post protectors to extend the life of the post in the ground almost indefinitely. Their website says 500-year protection. You're also going to get, again, the wainscoting. You're going to get 6-inch 4,000 PSI concrete and many, many more features. If you have any questions on that, please comment Elite and we will send you a full spec sheet of what you can expect to receive in your Mallett Elite building. But just like the other one, the price includes insulation, climate control, the 5-ton unit, and electrical package. That is a $16,000 value, you guys, for free when you get the Cajun Oasis Elite. So be sure you don't miss out on this. We don't know when this is going away, but for now, it is a hot seller, so it's here to stay. Be part of that, get on the books, and get your Oasis today. Now, moving along, the 5 red flags, another one of our favorites because this is our way to inform you of what to look forward to when you are looking for a builder. Although we hope you choose Mallett, we want you to do your due diligence and choose us with confidence. So run us and anyone else you're considering through these 5 red flags and see if they pass the test. Number 1 is years in business. You can check this at the Secretary of State website. First and foremost, if you don't see them on the Secretary of State website, that means they're not a licensed business and you have no business talking to them. That was a little funny, I thought. Anyway, check on the Secretary of State website. You don't want to be a guinea pig, and you definitely don't want to be doing business with someone who isn't licensed at all as a business. That's shady, and they're going to take your money most likely because they're already working illegally. So take that into consideration. Now, speaking of licenses, we want to make sure they have the proper license to do the work that they're promising they can do. Say they pass the Secretary of State website test, they have a license. Do they have the proper contractor's license to do work in your area? You need a commercial license to do commercial work, a residential license to do residential work, so on, industrial, and everything in between. Check this out at the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors, or the LSLBC for short. And while you're there, make sure you check out any contractor violations. Unfortunately, all of our local competitors have contractor violations. That being said, after 27 years of business here at Mallett, we remain having 0 contractor violations, and we are very, very proud of that, you guys. So make sure the LSLBC, if they have any violations, if they don't tell you about them, that could be a red flag too, because why are they hiding that? So be sure they pass that test as well. Now, reviews on the BBB and Google, we are very proud to have now over 700 reviews, you guys, between the two. This graphic needs to be updated. We have officially reached, last time I checked, it was 703, and 99.9% of them are phenomenal 5-star reviews. And we just want to first off say thank you to any and every one of you who have been involved in leaving a review here at Mallett. It means the world to us, and we truly believe that your reviews are what have allowed us to continue doing this for 27 years, because without you, the customer, we'd have no one to build buildings for. So thank you very much, and if you're considering doing business with us and getting a Mallett building for yourself, please read the reviews, both good and bad. I encourage you to see both sides, because every side has a story, and we want you to see how not only things were handled in the good, but also in the bad, so you can know what you're getting yourself into and how Mallett's going to take care of you, so you can set that expectation up front of quality, amazing service. Very proud of this, you guys. Finally, visit the contractor's facility. This one's so important because we have so much going on right here. Oftentimes you hear the hammers going, the heavy machinery happening outside. That is the truss plant. That is going to be the guys out there assembling each and every one of those 2x8 scissor trusses here in-house. This is involved in our engineering oversight, which we're going to get to just after this slide. But we also have the roll form plant. We're making our own metal here. We have the gutter operation, the packing plant, the loading bay, the shipping area, everything in between. And then on top of that, the most important part, we have everyone involved in the building process, from the marketing team, the sales team, the scheduling department, the HR. Everyone involved here at Mallett is here at Mallett. And most importantly, we want to have you come by, shake some hands, put some names to faces, and just be involved in the process as much as you want to be, because that's what we're here for, to make that process smooth. Most people can't offer that, but we're excited to extend a warm welcome for you to come see our phenomenal facility here off the I-10 interstate, and just come say hello. We have coffee, we usually have donuts, always a fun time. Come check us out. Can't wait to see you. Now, for what you've all been waiting for, what is engineering oversight and what does it actually mean? Let's look into that. Now, engineering oversight is engineering oversight means your building is designed, reviewed, and verified by a professional engineer. You meet Mr. Darrell every Monday. Him and his team are the best of the best, and they're making sure everything goes smoothly and is engineered to the top quality possible. We're not just trusses here. Every structural component is involved in the engineering oversight and taken into strict review. Load paths, wind resistance, connections, spacing, and how everything works together is all involved in the oversight of the engineering team. This isn't guesswork or rule of thumb building. It is true engineering, and it is truly an amazing sight to behold. Now, code compliance is the minimum. So read that again. Code compliance is the minimum. Just because it meets code does not mean it will exceed your expectations. It just means it'll be signed off and it'll be a legal build. Building code is the bare minimum required by law. As we said, the code exists to pass inspection, not guarantee longevity. Guys, there is a basic minimum code that has to be met. This is what most people are building to because that's all they have to build to. This does not guarantee a great building, great build, or longevity of the building. It just means it will pass the inspections. Many buildings are code built and stop there. Passing inspection does not equal built to last. Code is the floor, not the ceiling. This is my favorite little saying we have. It is the floor, not the ceiling. We here at Mallett, we look to blow the roof off of every build, but not the building. But you know what I mean, because that wouldn't be good workmanship, which we have. We don't build to just the code. We build to what we call the Mallett standard. Mallett standard, as I always say, far exceeds any code and expectations that there may be, because we believe in doing the best work possible, and Mr. Lee is continuously looking. I heard him talking to Mr. Darrell the other day about changing some stuff here, changing some stuff there. Can we move this closer? Can we change this spacing? Each and every day, even after 27 years, always looking to improve, because that's what we do. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. And we look to always be expanding and growing here at Mallett and making our buildings that much better. Now, why this actually matters to you, the customer. Louisiana weather is extreme. Wind, rain, saturation. Engineering oversight accounts for the following: wind uplift, lateral loads, soil conditions, and structural movement over time. This directly impacts durability and safety. Here in the Gulf Coast region, you guys, there is unpredictable weather all the time. It's nicknamed Hurricane Alley. This means the buildings in the area must be designed to account for any and all possibilities. We've even had snow lately, and these are things that have to be accounted for in every build, because we want to make sure the building is not only engineered and built to last, but it is a well-oiled machine, that everything works together to make sure the building we've built for you is a longevity-achieving building. And this is how we do this. We make sure everything is accounted for, from wind to lateral loads, soil conditions, structural movement over time, and even snow. All of these things are combined into one oversight and making sure you are best taken care of. Now, the industry shortcut. Most competitors only engineer trusses, if that. As you hear Mr. Trent say all the time, everyone else around here is buying their trusses from a third-party source. They are purchasing trusses. They're not engineering those trusses themselves to fit their build. They're building around the truss. So keep that in mind. Everything else is built from the generic specs, as we just said. Posts, girts, headers, spacing often aren't engineered as a system. They're built around the truss they're already buying. That's how buildings meet code but fail early. And to take it a step further, that is oftentimes why their buildings are so cheap. And by cheap, I mean cost and quality, because it's not too difficult to build to code, but to build to a higher standard goes above and beyond. It takes better materials, better labor, better engineering, better construction. Just everything has to be better if you want to get past just being at the base level of built to code. But this is how the buildings meet code but fail early, because they take shortcuts everywhere else and build around pre-purchased trusses. Now, engineering the entire structure, how does Mallett do that? At Mallett, every part is engineered, from the post and the spacing of the post, the girts, purlins, headers, and connections of those headers, the roof and wall system. The building functions as one engineered unit. This is why our buildings cost more and last longer. Guys, we will be the first to tell you we are not the cheapest option here at Mallett. But instead of trying to convince you why we're not the cheapest, we want to tell you why we are priced how we are, but most importantly, why the quality backs that up. This begins to do that. We make sure everything is engineered to perfection. We want to make sure we're getting the best post and spacing on those posts. We want the girts and purlins, we want to make sure they're attached to the best of the ability and engineered properly, so forth down the list, not to repeat everything, but this engineering oversight is what goes into every aspect of a Mallett building, making it the best building in the country. Now, where real value is hidden, engineering oversight reduces the following: structural failures, sagging and movement, premature repairs, and it protects your investment over decades. Cheap buildings are only cheap once, because you're probably not going to have that building for very long, unfortunately, and it's more expensive to build twice than it is to build the right building once. So, built beyond the code, the Mallett way. Code compliance is expected, obviously. Engineering oversight is intentional. Like I said before, we go above and beyond to make sure everything is engineered to perfection. Mallett buildings are designed to last, not just pass inspection. This is the difference between a building and a structure. As we opened up with, the Rival series is a good building. Now, it is built to compare, I should say, to the industry standard, which is code standard. The Rival series is built to code, and I should even say, because our Mallett team is the one building it, it probably surpasses that code in every area possible given the materials used. However, if you want to go past a building and get a structure, get something that's going to have longevity, it's going to have quality, something you can be proud to have on your property, that is what we do here at Mallett. We build structures. So keep that in mind. And if you are someone who has purchased a Mallett building, we want to make sure you know about our Mallett Ambassador Club because we are so proud of this, you guys. This is a group of individuals who have had the chance to have a Mallett building and want to share that experience. And what do you get for sharing that experience? Well, you can get paid because each and every ambassador has the opportunity to be part of not only our referral program, but being part of the Ambassador Club opens you up to more opportunities to have customers sent your way. And if once they're sent your way, if they come in and sign a contract, you get an additional check as well. So have that opportunity. If you have any questions, comment Ambassador, and we will send you all the information to our Ambassador Club. And if you've already purchased a building, thank you. We appreciate your business and hope you are doing amazing things with and in your building. And let us know how it's going. Send us pictures, comment below, let us know how it's going, and can't wait to see you in the club. Now, that is the show for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below. And if you have any suggestions for topics in future videos, we'd love to hear those. Comment those as well. If you found this video informational, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more, and stay tuned for more videos here at Mallett. We have new content coming every single day. Thank you for watching. I'm Tyler, and we'll see you tomorrow to close out the week.